Might be Brady's best outing.
I know that's it. Yeah, it's hard to say that it's the best because he's been so sharp. But it's hard to say. It's hard to be too critical of what he just did. To be able to throw, the fastball on both sides of the plate, throw all three pitches. Even today, he used the changeup a little bit. But proud of him. Proud of the effort. Keith said, hey, it's early in the season. Maybe there's not that much pressure. I think there's always pressure in the SEC. And last night, obviously, we didn't perform the way we can and thought we should, and disappointed, and needed a big effort out of him today, and he responded.
Brady said a couple of times early on in the season that commanding the slider would be a huge factor for him. Have you noticed that as being one of the big factors in how consistently dominant he's been for you?
100%. I mean, the slider's such a swing and miss pitch, and I thought at times last year he just couldn't get it in the zone enough, and it doesn't make for a bad year. Just makes for him to sometimes be on his heels, and but this year, obviously, it's in the zone a lot more, and I think it's helped his other pitches. I think it's helped him be a little freer with his fastball. I think it's given him some freedom to use his changeup a little bit, which he did today. And so, he's, like we said, it's hard to say, you can pitch much better than what he's done over the last 5 weeks.
It doesn't look like y'all have.
Go ahead, Parrish. Go ahead.
It doesn't look like y'all have lacked confidence this year. But what does coming out for a second time, winning on Saturday after losing the first game, what does that do for growth and development?
Well, that's, I think, one of the concerns. As a coach, you're always concerned, and we've played so well that you want to know how you're going to handle some adversity. And everybody wants to win 10-0 every game, but it's not going to happen. And so last night wasn't the result that we wanted, but I think all of us wanted to see how they would respond today, and certainly they responded well, much like they did at Long Beach after a loss. And you got to do that in baseball in every phase, not just the team playing well and getting the win, but after bad at bats, after bad pitches, you got to be able to respond, and we seem to have done that to this point. That's nice.
Last night you talked about not making the pitch to get off the mound, and then I think it was the 7th today. Or 6th.
Bases loaded, and facing the heart of their lineup, and guys have swung it really well. The 3-hole guy, we get to pop up and then get Santiago to hit into a double play, which is a great play by Adams and Kessinger. That's huge. Those are game winners. You look back and what a difference that would have been. Like last night, a double in the gap, and they're back in it. So and sometimes the effect of that is even longer than this game, because then maybe you got to get Dallas up, or you got to go to your bullpen earlier, and you got to use more people. So we've been able to do that, and when you're really good on the mound, you're able to do that more times than not. And that's one of the reasons he's had such a really good year.
Last night you kind of let Crochet settle in a little bit. Today you stacked the innings on top of each other to add on a little bit.
I thought we were much better offensively today, and for whatever reason we wish we had the answer for that. Part of it is you got to give them credit, and I thought Crochet was terrific, because I think, like everyone, in the first inning we got some good swings off and said, wow, hey, this is going to be a good night for us. But then after that we just got really silent. The swings weren't the same, and we're getting beat by a lot of fastballs. But today we're more aggressive, and it looked, you could see it in just the at bats.
Adams looks really comfortable there. What do you think about him at second defensively?
Oh, terrific. Both of them have played great defensively. Both. I'm really proud of not just Adams, but Servideo and Elko and Keenan at third. All 4 of those guys, new guys, Adams being a junior college guy, the other 3 being freshmen, they've been terrific. And so, as well as we've played defensively, a lot has to do with those guys. Those guys have been really clean defensively. And Jacob, and a lot of people don't remember, he missed the entire fall, broke his foot and missed the entire fall. So he only had the 3 weeks to kind of get into it. And he's played well since he stepped on the field here in January.
Thanks, Mike.